I'm Bansal. I'm Kushite, the host of the event. It's an absolute honor to welcome you all to this Azure AI Day. In generative AI and Microsoft Azure services, our initiative that brings together developers, cloud architects, and technology enthusiasts to explore the power of Microsoft Azure. The workshop is designed to provide you in-depth knowledge, hands-on experience, and industry insights into Azure services, AI, cloud computing, and much more. Whether you are just beginning your cloud journey or looking to deepen your expertise, this session will help you stay ahead in the ever-evolving tech landscape. Today's session is not just about learning, it's about collaborating, innovating, and growing together as a certain community. We encourage you all to participate actively, ask questions, and make the most of the opportunity. This event would not have been possible without the support of Microsoft, which has always been committed to fostering developer communities worldwide. A special thanks to Reskill for managing this initiative and ensuring that we bring high quality learning experiences to all of you. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to our speakers, mentors, and community leaders who have taken the time to share their expertise with us today. As we begin this exciting event, it's our privilege to welcome a distinguished personality who has been a good guiding force in our institution, our Joint Secretary Sir Dr. Sanjay Jaiswal. Their academic excellence, student development, and technological innovation has played a vital role in shaping for all of us. We honor pilot today, and you achieve great heights. I would like to request Dr. K Rathi to do the floral welcome of Dr. Sanjay. It's an absolute honor to introduce our esteemed speaker for today, K Rathi sir. With 35 plus years of experience, he is a visionary leader in cloud computing, generative AI, and data solutions, driving digital transformation and business growth at Techtrics technology. With a strong technological foundation, he is Microsoft Azure architect. He has been instrumental in developing cutting-edge user-centric applications that leverage AI. I would like to request Dr. Rashmi Singh ma'am from the IT department to welcome our respected speaker, K Rathi sir. Ayush Rathi sir, Senior Engineering Manager at Walmart Global Tech. He is a cloud architect, developer, UI designer, and trainer with extensive in bringing the application and cloud services to life. With a broad technical background spanning Microsoft Azure, business intelligence, and open source platform, he, he has successfully delivered session on Microsoft Azure for entrepreneurs, startups, and university students. I would like to request Rajneesh Chaudhary sir to do the floral welcome of respected speaker Ayush Rathi sir. It's a great honor to welcome a visionary leader, a guiding force behind our institution's growth and success, our esteemed director, Dr. Damodar Tiwari sir. Under their leadership, our college has flourished, fostering innovation, excellence, and holistic development for students. Their commitment to academic process, technological advancement, and student empowerment has been truly inspiring. Sir, your presence here today is a testament to our unwavering support for initiatives that enhance learning and skill development. We are grateful for your guidance and encouragement. I would like to request Professor Amrita ma'am to give the floral welcome of Director Sir. With a great honor and deep respect, we extend a warm welcome to respected location party sir, the esteemed Dean of the Placement at BGI. Your presence at this event is a truly privilege for all of us. Your guidance and leadership have been instrumental in sharing your countless careers as we are grateful for the opportunity to learn from your wisdom. Thanks for the gracing occasion with a esteemed presence. I would like to request Professor Anil Adhikar sir to do the floral welcome of Lokesh Tripathi sir, Dean Placement BGL. Now, I would like to request student coordinator to give the rose bud to Professor Asasino sir, Dean Academic. I would like to request the student coordinator to give the rose bud to Dr. Kailash Patilar sir, HOD Creative Department. Now, I would like to request student coordinator to give rose bud to Dr. Dasmi Singh ma'am, HOD IT Department. Now, I would like to request the student coordinator to give rose bud to Dr. Rajneesh Chaudhary sir, HOD MCA Department. Giving at BIST. Now, I would like to request student coordinator to give rose bud to Professor Anil Agarwal sir. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. Tanvir Singh sir, who has been an integral part of the community to address the gathering. His dedication to education, innovation, and student empowerment has been remarkable. And with the guidance and passion for advancing knowledge in technology has helped to shape the direction of many initiatives like today's event. He is a visionary leader for technical training and taking care of various workshops and seminars like hackathon conducting GDSC and coding events. Thank you. The stage is all yours. Good morning to all of you, and I am very happy to welcome you all in this workshop, Azure AI Day. And this workshop is a great opportunity for us to learn the latest development of Azure AI, especially in the context of generative AI and AI speech services. Today we have a very special guest with us from whom we are going to learn a lot. Our first speaker is K Rathi sir. Welcome, sir. Uh, he's a Chief Technology Officer at Techtrics Technology, and he will tell us about the generative AI, which are rapidly evolving and important intelligence. And his experience and explanation will definitely help us to how generative AI is changing the landscape. So, our second speaker is Ayush Rathi sir. Welcome, sir. And he's a senior software developer in people want to say, he will tell us about AI services. It actually his explanation and experience will help us to understand how the services from our introduction of AI use these services. And yes, we have a very special guest with us. Sir, welcome to all of them, sir. Our joint secretary, sir, Dr. Sanjay Jain, sir, who is the joint secretary, Bansal Group of Institute, and Dr. Damodar Tiwari, sir, who is the director of Bansal Institute of Science and Technology, and Dr. Lokesh Tripathi, sir, who is the Dean and Placement BGI. Sir, today all are with us. And sir, definitely your encouragement and support, sir, play a vital role in organizing this workshop. And sir, we are very grateful to all of them, sir, in a short notice you are presenting here. Thank you very much. And please listen. And we also have some respected HODs with us and teachers, trainers, and students present here. Definitely, your presence and enthusiasm
will make this event even more efficient. Thank you very much to all present here. And whether you are in the new field and expert in this field, I hope you will find this session is more informative and inspiring. Thank you. And sir, speaker sir, I would like to tell something to the students so that this information helpful to you releasing this workshop, sir. Sir, our institution have a AWS Academy, sir, and many students have got certification cloud foundation in this AWS Academy. Sir. And sir, many students have participated different internship programs of Microsoft, sir, and have successfully completed. And sir, out of this, Microsoft has feature analytics. In fact, we have a separate training department in our freelancing firm, and this training providing a training to the students about the latest trends and technologies like services, AWS Cloud Foundation, the Python data science, Java framework, and the data structure based early languages. So, like, I think that this information is useful in how to deliver this concept. So sir, our desire is that sir, our devices have been opened a local Bhopal chapter and certification center of the Microsoft. So that we get your information about the latest technology. So, students, this workshop is a great opportunity for you to expand your skills and ask questions and important discussions about the future of AI and other technology. So, I express my gratitude to all of them who made this event possible. Okay, so welcome again to all of you, and I forward you to an experience and conversation with a fruitful workshop with everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much sir, for sharing a brilliant insight with us. Now I would like to call upon and I would like to invite our esteemed Joint Secretary Dr. Sanjay Jain sir to share a few words with us.
Respected the expert of today's session, uh, K Rathi, Ayush Rathi, our director, Dr. Tiwari, team president, the Lokesh Patil, convener, Dr. Ajay Singh, head of the departments, faculty members, and my dear students. Since many of the students are new and we are moving towards technological advancement, the word Azure is actually defined as from the term cloud computing, wherein you have to put all your computing services through internet on the cloud. Cloud is nothing but a server wherein you can deploy your applications or any other service which you want to use through computer and internet on another server which is managed by some company. For Azure, it is Microsoft. For AWS, it is Amazon, and many others are available. So you can use those services in a shared basis, either free or paid, as per your requirement, and you can say upscale or downscale at any time whenever you want to use the services. So this is the basic concept of cloud computing, where we don't have to build any infrastructure, any data center. We can use those services on a rental basis by paying for that service. Most of the applications nowadays are being hosted on the cloud, and therefore it is our moral duty, being an educator, to help you know how to use those services on the cloud. And therefore, we have invited our guest who will tell you how to use generative AI using artificial intelligence and prompts, wherein you can generate the problem of your solutions through internet and host those solutions on the cloud by using Azure. I hope you can understand and uh, you will have an interactive session wherein we try that you learn something and you try to deploy those solutions on the cloud. Thank you very much. Hope you will have a wonderful one. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insight.
K Rathi sir, with over 25 plus years of expertise in cloud computing and generative AI, has been a vision leader in the realm of digital transformation. His deep expertise and forward-thinking approach have paved the way for innovation in the industry. Today, we are privileged to hear from him on the fascinating topic of generative the wisdom and guidance. Now it's my utmost honor to invite our distinguished speaker for today, K Rathi sir, to share his valuable insights with us. Sir, the stage is all yours.
So, introduction is not needed because already given by. So, this is the introduction directly without reading the line. Then coming to the agenda. Very first, which is AI generative, which is machine learning, artificial intelligence, and generative artificial intelligence. Then what kinds of other industries are affecting and how to stay ahead of the curve. So you have to understand that in the today's scenario, where I fit and I can do for the different clients, or if I want to start my own startup, then how I can proceed by the use of generative AI. So that you have to understand. Then three terminology I am taking, which is very, very important to understand. Number one is toolset. So you have to understand what toolset is required for the generative AI. So I can utilize them and I can do my work. Existing toolsets are the APIs which is available. Second is skill set. The generative AI tech stack you have to understand. So that is also important. Different tech stack you have to understand. Lot of things are required for that. And third is your mindset, which is a softer aspect we can say, in which you can understand where I fit in this scenario and if I want to develop any kind of generative AI application, whether I am able to do that, if I want to do start any kind of the startup, whether I can do, or I can do the job in some big industry where I fit. So that you have to understand. Responsible and ethical generative AI, that is also very, very important part because if you are developing any application in the generative AI field, it must be responsible and ethical. So these two terminology also you have to understand. So now start with very simple. Artificial intelligence. There are the two words. One is artificial, another is intelligence. So that intelligence is not real, which is the artificial intelligence, you can say in a generic term. But when I am talking about generative AI, means generative artificial intelligence. What does it mean? It generates so many things. It generates text, number one thing. That means might be you want to generate some kind of the blog, might be you want to generate some kind of a story, might be you want to generate some answer of the question, might be you generate any kind of the report, might be you want to get the answer of your assignment, might be you are using a lot of it. Raise your hand. How many of you doing the assignment using generative AI? Very simple, it's ChatGPT. All, most of them. Most of. So you know that ChatGPT you are using, but only one thing you know that we want to complete my assignment. Anybody can raise the hand in which you want to think that I can develop some certain kind of application by the use of ChatGPT or by the use of different kind of the models. These models are known as large language model. The terminology is LLM, large language model. So you are using ChatGPT, might be 4.0, 4.5, or before that 3.5. So these are the versions of large language model. Similarly, there is a Cloud A 3.5 or onwards. There will be a Gemini 2.0, Gemini Pro. These are the different models. Llama. So there are more than 10,000 models are available for for using and making the application from them. Only the thing is that so many models are freely available and you can utilize in your application directly. And there will be another aspect in which you want to take the knowledge of that generative AI model, which is large language model, for example, ChatGPT or the Gemini, and you want to push up your data also. Top of the level, you want to give the training from your data, and you want to get the better answer from that one. Because model is knowing so many things. Definitely, it is having a trillion billion parameters inside that one, so you are getting the answer. But might be possible if you are focusing on your industry, particular like that say finance industry, or might be a insurance domain, might be a e-commerce domain, or might be a manufacturing domain, or might be a edtech domain like that. You have a complete data of your college, and you want to train with your data. Top of that one, that is known as RAG. So you are developing certain kind of calculation. Definitely we go by one by one. So another thing is machine learning AI. So this is just to understand setting the vulnerability, you have to understand. This is your complete word top of the surface, which is artificial intelligence. Inside that there is a machine learning. Inside that there is a deep learning in which NLP, natural language processing are there. And inside that there is a generative AI. So it is a very strong field you are going with the depth. And this is a part of basically complete is data science part, which is including mathematics, statistics, and the visualizations of the data. So artificial intelligence seeks to replicate human capability like reading, writing, vision, speech, etc. So today AI uses machine learning as well as deep learning. These are the one terminology. Second is machine learning, in which lot of models which you want to do for prediction. That might be a linear regression model, it might be logistic regression model, random forest model, tree model. Lot of models are there, and you can keep something from that model. And after that, deep learning is a subset of machine learning inspired by the human brain, which relies on very large computer power and data set. And after that, feature comes for the generative AI. So it is taking a large language model which is already available to you and you can use those large language model in your project and on the basis of that you are getting the answer. Like that you are doing the assignment from the ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a model. It is doing so many things because it is having a trillion parameters inside that. And directly you are what you are writing in the prompt, you are getting the answer from that. So now the next terminology that you have to understand generative AI. So as I said that it generates a text. I'm giving you a few examples. It generates a poem, it generates a report, it generates a story, it generates a blog, it generates any kind of the answers which you want. So this is the power that it generates text for you on the basis of prompt. Second, it is generating an image. So when you are writing something in a prompt, you are getting a particular image from that. So very first is text, second is image. If you want to generate any kind of audio, you can generate the audio from that. If you want to generate any kind of video, you generate the video for you. Even you can make a complete movie from the small thing to the generative idea. You can generate the and last one very important, which is for you, it generates the code that is a part of text. So if you're writing that I want to develop this kind of certain application in a .NET language or in a Python language, it will be generating you a complete code of that particular application to you. Important is that you must know that particular language. If you are not knowing .NET or might be a Python in which you want to develop the application, then there is some kind of correction or the client requirement that you want to change a very small change needed. So if you know the code or if you know that language, you can modify that one according to the client requirement. And then you can just like immediately say that this work is done for you. So that is important that you must know any language and you have a very much 100% commandment that even if you are generating the code from the generative AI tools. So it is also generating you a music also you can generate. So this is very simple example I am giving machine learning versus generative AI. Machine learning is very simple to say and generative AI is little bit scary. Why I am saying that scary? You know why I am saying that scary? Lot of examples you know that there will be a deepfake technology in which your image will be gone or your video will be just like published somewhere and they are asking the money from them. So it is a scary also. So use of the technology is very important. That's why I am giving you the last technology which is responsible and ethical. So it must be a responsible AI and it must be a ethical AI. So while you are developing any kind of application, it is very important to understand that I can develop or I will develop that application in which ethical consideration I will take care for that and I also consider the responsible as well as the security aspect of that. Because data, every company wants that their data must be secured data. So security is also important. That's why I am giving you some tipping point. Internet is taking 10% right now. Steam power is 25%. So AI will result the biggest productivity. So how the productivity is increased by the use of these technology. So internet is to use. Steam power is giving 25%, electricity is 35% productivity. But when we are talking about the artificial intelligence, it is taking 50%. Similarly, the data side, I am giving you one example. Aim to reach 1 million users for launching the application. So Netflix is taking 3.5 years, Airbnb is taking 2.5 years, Facebook is taking 10 months, Instagram is taking 5 months, iPhone is taking 524 years. In generative is only taking 5 years to reach 1 million users. So just see that how what the power of generative AI and how this power and just to see that lot of model is very frequently changing and you are getting a new version immediately. So this technology is going very fast. Might be possible in few days or in a year or 2 years it will be just like cross the human brain also. That is possible. So what do you understand? A powerful general purpose technology giving similar data machine algorithm can guess outcomes better than the human. I am giving you a very simple example. This is a yes bank data for the year 22 to 23. The month is September 09. This data I am giving a third year guys of one engineering college. And I said that are you able to predict something from this data that from this onwards what the result I can get? So he takes this and makes some kind of a model. Just write the code of 10, 12 lines, 15 lines, creating one model and get the answer. Just you see what the result we are getting. So red orange line is one which is showing here. It is the result from the model and actual this one. So it is very much identical to that one. So this is the power that from the data. If you have a previous data, on the basis of that, you can create a model and then predict the things for the future. So that is the power of it. I am giving you the another example. What can you tell from this? Are you getting this voice?
They could sure because I never meant for.
So what type of the voice you are getting here? Just I am doing it one more time.
And they couldn't prove that thing, which sure we do because I never meant for.
What type of the voice? Anybody can tell me? What type of the voice you are listening? Anybody? Female voice. That's good. Any other answer? Old age. Just you come and take the speakers of the Microsoft from here. You also come. So that's good. Clap for them. So it is very simple. I'm just giving you the questions and you are giving the answers and you are getting some kind of the speakers of the Microsoft directly. And the simple questions which is I am asking right now, what you are listening here, means that you are paying attention here or not. That's the important thing. So important point is that you recognize that it is an old female voice. And this is the female which is showing in this picture. So this is the female which is in the picture. And just to surprise, while I'm asking with the model, so it is generating one image by recognizing this voice. And then the
Prove
similar.
which sure we do because I never meant for.
So by recognizing that it is the old female voice, computer is already generating this kind of the lady which is showing in the right hand side. It is very much identical. So from the voice you can generate the image also. It is of a old lady and it is very much similar or identical then. This is the power of generative AI large language model. So machine intelligence can analyze text, images at scale and human level accuracy. So this is another example which you have a few text data and human machines interface for ABC computer vision, and then you have to find out how many times human is coming, how many times interface is coming, computer is coming, like that. So this way you tokenize the data. So while
Just I want to make the request from the student. Please open your notebook and write the important terminology. Na? That I was telling to you. It is very important. I think that just you are listening to me. Just open your notebook and please write the important terminology. Thank you. Please.
thank you. So you can note down the terminology also. So I am giving this terminology tokenized, which is the unit while you are just like using any LLM model. How many tokens you require for inputting that text or getting the answer from that text. This is another example I am showing you. Chat PDF, like AI read PDF. So one file is uploading from here. The tool I am using is Cider, SIDER. But you can use Copilot also, which is already available in your browser. Okay, so you have a Copilot. In Copilot, if you open any kind of a PDF, you can immediately summarize that PDF. You get the answer from that one. If you are asking any questions from that PDF file, it will be able to give the answer from that file also. So that is very easy to understand. So this file is uploaded. It is approximately 22 pages file, which is some kind of a research paper. And when I write here, that summarize this one, please summarize the document. So it is giving me the summarize for the whole document, which is of 22 pages. So immediately you get the answer, and it is very good for faculty members also doing the PhD research. They read, they want to read the summary of that one. You can upload that file, get the answer. Or you want to ask any questions, it is immediately giving you the answer. You can use the other tool, which is a Copilot, which is from the Microsoft, which is available in your browser. So what are the main step in process validation? So this question is asking, and it is giving me the complete process whether stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and the answer I am getting from that. So this is the way that you can ask the question from the file, and you can get the answer from that. This is another example. There is some CSV data in which some fields are there, age, then there will be a sex, BP, then cholesterol, then Na2K, and the drug. These are the fields which is available. I upload this file to a tool, and I am getting the answer from that tool. So this is the file. These are the fields which you are seeing in this CSV file. These are the different fields. And after that, I upload this file, and immediately I am getting the answer, automatic generation of the visualization. So I get the data summarizations also. I get the summary, and it is giving me the complete detail of that. Age is a number, and this is depending type of that one. And these are the different fields: the age of the patient, then the gender of the patient, blood pressure of the patient, cholesterol level, ratio of the this one. So even I am not knowing the chart name for the field name, because sometimes it is happening that you have a 20, 30 field with a small character name. You don't recognize that what is the use of that particular field. So while uploading this one, it will giving you a complete description for that field. So you are getting the description for that field. So this is also very interesting. And you can just summarize also, and you can have a visualization also from that file. Directly you can do what is the distributions of the age among the patients. It will give you the answer. So you can just write the question. This is one another example. Now I am giving you a very interesting example for the creativity. So this is the prompt wall falling at the moon. Like that you are thinking that this kind of the image you are getting, which is in the left hand side display box. While I am writing this prompt and getting the answer from that, I am getting a beautiful image. Just see the right side. So this image is very nice. You are getting from, and you are generating from the any generative AI tools. Lot of tools are available. You can use Midjourney. So a lot of tools are available. You can use that tool. And I modified in this tool. In prompt, I just changed oil painting of gold falling at the moon by Van Gogh. So I'm just changing a very small thing, and immediately I am getting a very nice image from that one, which is the right. Just see. So it is a Van Gogh painting, oil painting of the wall moving at the moon. Immediately I made. So by changing in the prompt, you are just creating new kind of the creativity, new kind of the image, new kind of the video, audio, lot of things you can do. Now, few terminology which is important also, and which you can note down yourself in your notebook. One is encoder. Encoder, which is transform text or image or audio, video, and categorical attributes into better data. When we are talking about decoder, this is the reverse of encoder, which is transform the better data back into the text, image, audio, and video. And there will be third terminology, which is a consolidator, which is combining better data from the text, image, or video into a single data. That is also important to understand. And these are the other machine learning algorithm, which is classification, or the regression, or the optimization, clustering, tree models. These are the different types of the algorithms. So, generative AI system now can act almost like human expert. It is used as a powerful tool, that is important, and it is your colleague. So, it is now a very smart colleague to you. This may not change what we do, but certainly change how we do them. This is important to understand. Now we are talking about these three things, which is tool set, skill set, and the mindset. So you will understand where I fit in the industry. So tools AI is about brute force. What is the meaning of brute force? And there is another aspect of this, which is a softer side. The soft side needs to grooming to make it acceptable. So there are two things. One is brute force, another is soft side, which needs to grooming to make it acceptable. So we are talking about the brute force. So GPU, IoT device, CPU, data, large language models, diffusion models, vector database, workflow systems, identity, these all come into what part, which is a brute force. This is the brute force for generative AI. So you understand GPUs, GPUs you are already having in your laptop. Now some GPUs are also coming with the GPU. So large, in which you can do the large calculations. All the large language models, which is basically in the back end, but where the server is of GPU type. LLM, large language model, diffusion model, which you can use. Vector database. Anything which you are storing, whether it is an image, whether it is a audio, whether it is a video, you have to store in some vector database, which is a key part. And workflow system, so you know the these two terminology, which is agent and second is change. Agent means you are listening, I think anybody can tell me what is agent? Any one of you? Agent. Intermediate between little bit right. So basically, agent works for the so many tasks. Yeah, you tell software program. Basically, in terms of the generative AI, agent basically doing your automation kind of the thing. Reading the mail and then giving the answer and just reply that mail. Maybe if you want to do financial data analysis, so it will do the analysis for you. One agent will be writing a code for you. Another agent will be testing the application for you. So this way, multiple agents will be doing a multiple task, and this is known as chain. So multiple agents will be working together is known as chain. Just to take one figure from here.
Recently, sir, Microsoft Azure community sir, one hackathon, like a blockathon.
Blocker.
Blockathon. Sir, is the first day winner of this hackathon.
That's it. Yes, going to be. Coming to the top side, so hallucinations, explainability, performance metrics, and domain complaint top side of it. Then you have to understand that sometimes when you are asking something, so 90% is very 90%. Possibility is that because it is a model. Model is giving you a probability always. So might be possible that answer might be so sometimes you are getting the chat GPT also by getting doing assignment to get an answer. That this is the answer given by the chat GPT. Might be it will be not correct. So just you verify. So that is important to understand those kind of the stuff also. This is very interesting slide, which is brain synapses. As you see here, in 2020, ChatGPT is developed, which is having 175 billion parameters, and basically it is after Goldilocks answer had nearby. And ChatGPT 4, which is in 2023, which is having 1 trillion parameter, and it is still gray equivalent. And your human brain is here, which is basically before killer. Killer whale is the highest 300 trillion parameters it is having in the brain. Like that, human is also having more than 150, little bit less than 150, but more than 125 trillion parameters, which is in our human brain. So right now, this is the scenario, but in very few times, might be in 1 year, or might be in 6 months, next 6 months, or 1 year, or might be 1.5 year, this will cross the human, which is the parameter is near about 125 to 150 trillion parameters. So this is the power of large language model. So it is having a multiple type of the parameters. Always you are knowing that ChatGPT 5 is coming. It is having this much parameters. So you think on that basis. How much parameters are there? How it is giving the answers to you. Now this is very interesting, which I am just showing you tool set, skill set, and mindset. So I am just creating one things. AI for highly specialized application and AI for professional productivity, which is in the left hand side. And here I am taking tool set, skill set, mindset. Right? Prototype anybody can make. It's not a big deal. Anybody can make prototype. So that's why everybody and their dog can build the prototype. Server coding and scaling, which is reproducing well documented enterprise grade use case. So this is very taking a very huge investment, because if you want to develop infrastructure for large language model, you require a very large GPU based server, and definitely you require a coding and scaling for that purpose also. That will be the main power used. So many manpower is also required for that. So it is taking a very huge investment. Finally, you will be a part as a employee in that company, but it is not fit for you that you can start this kind of thing to develop or create a sort of large language model servers and all. So this is very important to understand. Next is generative artificial intelligence for machine learning. So like that ChatGPT, Gemini, Cloud A, or the Llama model, these are the few models that I will tell you, which will be the part coming here. And Facebook, Microsoft, or the Google, or the Amazon, like these are the big companies which are doing OpenAI. These companies are doing this stuff. So even large language model you cannot build, but you can utilize that model for your project, and you can use that in your project also, and you can have your knowledge bank with you. Then also you can train with that model, and you get the answer from the combination of both. That is possible. So just you see, there will be another aspect: professional productivity, ability to use existing tools. This is interesting. More than 1,000 tools or more than 5,000 AI tools are already available to you. It is up to you that which tool you want to use. Okay, so there will be available that you want to generate some kind of the image. So this tool is available to you. Might be you want to just like take the report from the PDF file. So this is the tool which is available. Like that I'm saying you go by it. Might be for image, it is image journey. Might be some free versions you can also search. You can write in the ChatGPT prompt what are the free tools available for this particular task to generate a music. So it will giving you that tools also. And there will be another application which is AI for all. So you can select AI tools for anything, and you can just write in the prompt and you get the tools from there also. So that will be used by the small kids also, like the 3-year kids, 4-year kids can use those tools and get the answer from that. And you also get the answer from that. It is easy. Very easy. Ability to identify and define accelerators. This is also one thing that you can do. And the last one, which is very interesting, ability to customize the defined accelerator with domain constraint. So this is the job which engineer can do. So you have some domain knowledge, might be a finance side, might be engineering side, might be a manufacturing side, might be e-commerce side, might be anything. So you must have some kind of the domain knowledge for which you want to develop any kind of the application. Whether it is for the rural area, whether it is for the city area, whether it is for the any kind of the solar project kind of things. Here you want to implement generative AI. Management create domain, you want to apply that generative AI. E-commerce you want to apply some kind of generative AI. So that you can do, and this is very valuable to customize the demand. Domain trend. This is your part. So this is the very small things that you have to understand. Just try just skip this one. Now I'm showing you some few applications, so it will be clear understanding that where I can use or where I want to suppose I want to develop some kind of application, so I can develop those applications. I want to make some kind of a startup, so whether I can use these kind of the things also. So it will be giving you a few examples or the use cases where generative AI is useful. So this is very simple example. AI can play chess. The world champion chess player Gary Kasparov was defeated by IBM Deep Blue Chess in 1997. This is the data. AI can play Go. So this is the another game which is played by AI. AI can play anything. So a lot of games, chess or shogi or the Go, and a lot of the other games also there that can be played by AI. AI can listen and talk. So you know that at the daily user basis, might be using Alexa or the Google Home, and might be other devices which will be just listening to you and giving the answer from there. Now Alexa is also having a new version which is Alexa Plus. So it is embedded with the LLM model, and that will be the ask the questions and it will be giving you the direct answer to you. But it is a paid subscriptions. Recently they launched. AI can see. So this is very understand that this is the street one and it is giving you the tag. That is for the sign board. This is for the cars or this is also for this is the street. So it is giving the tag for that one. For this car and other things will be developing. Another things anything what is happening there? Please state in your properly. AI can recognize, AI can generate the different images. These are the examples where multiple in the different year, this type of the images will be generating, getting the answer from that one. AI can receive, AI can drive, automated car driving, AI can govern, AI can discover drugs, AI can fold the proteins, AI can discover materials, AI can chat intelligently, so you can create a different chatbot for the banking domain, for the e-commerce domain, for the other domains also. You can able to develop those kind of the things. AI can code, you can write the different codes. AI can design, you can just design the things or the interior kind of the things also you can do with the AI. AI can do, this is another example. So first completely machine created beer in the world, AI created the recipe for that beer and then use the natural ingredients. AI is creating for the name to that for beer. It is also designing a custom logo for that one. And it is media assets for advertising, like the revolving 360 videos of the container. So the tool used for this is ChatGPT and Midjourney. This is the real case. Another example I am giving you, AI can be a CEO. This is also interesting one. Founder acted as an assistant where AI created company name and the logo for that. It is generated the design for the t-shirt. So t-shirt designs will be generated and it will be uploaded to the e-commerce platform and it is sold there. And just see that in 5 days
what the revenue they are generating. 10,000 euros plus revenue they generated. 4,000 is the actual cost and 7,000 euros the profit in the 5 days. So AI can be a CEO. This is the power. Lot of people are generating so much money or so much amount by the use of the generative AI. There will be some challenges and risks with AI. Bias can be affected results. Errors may cause harm also. Data could be exposed. Solutions may not work for everyone. This is also a use case. Just like home automation assistant provide no audio output for the visually impaired user. User must trust the complex system. So AI-based financial tool make investment recommendation. What are they based on? So these are the few things that you have to understand, and you develop the product ethical and responsible way. Now, next session will be taken care by Ayush Rathi. So, just guys, stop here. And next session will be from the Ayush Rathi. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for a brilliant insight with us, and we admire you at last.
Ayush Rathi sir, Senior Engineering Manager at Walmart Global Tech, is a distinguished expert in cloud architect, UI design, and Microsoft Azure. It's our honor to welcome him today as we share his insight on Azure services. So,
Hi, Lee. So good afternoon. I am Rafi. I work as Senior Engineering Manager at Walmart and have been leading the Azure developer community across various regions in India. So today we will primarily be talking about cloud first, digital transformation, and then taking it further to generative AI. So as part of this, let's start with why cloud computing. A lot of you have been learning the cloud in terms of AWS. So what do you think of cloud? What is your cloud? As most of you have heard metals in MBA. Anybody? What is your notion of cloud? Why cloud? Anybody? Why cloud computing? Okay, how many of you use cloud computing? I only see 10, 12 hands up. Okay, so most of you have realized, but all of us are using cloud computing our day to day life. You use all the mobile applications, Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, right? Then you use email applications, Outlook, Google, Office 365, right? All your OTT platforms when you watch cricket match and different series and stuff, right? So you are leveraging cloud computing in one. You may not be realizing it, but earlier whatever used to happen on the on-premises, now everything is over the internet. Right? You get the updates very quickly, right? So that's where cloud is actually moving. So talking about the cloud first digital transformation, that's where cloud has become very, very important part of everyone's life. Right? So, what is the first step to be considered when you are trying to leverage the cloud infrastructure? Next thing that we will talk about is the cloud migration strategy, and then why do you need a cloud first strategy? So, with the way data is increasing on a daily basis, right? Today, all of you are clicking pictures, having whole bunch of data, and it is quite impossible to store that data at one single place, right? Where you want to get access to that data wherever you are in the world. So, what do you use for that? What are you using for that? Where do you store data nowadays? Right? You don't use in general techniques like how you use your WMD. Now you practice storing it in Google Drive or whatever, so that today at anything across the world, I just need an internet access to access that data. And that is where the cloud first strategy is very, very important. That is what is allowing you to store that data on the cloud in the form of either Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, whatever you use. Right? So moving on, talking about some of the specific metrics. So globally, the cloud computing market will surpass $1 trillion by 2028, and these numbers have indeed changed. More than 90% of the organizations today are using cloud. Even if I talk about Bansal Institute, you guys are leveraging AWS as I mentioned for storing the data. 80% of organizations are either using multiple public or private cloud. So this is another important thing that you should keep in mind. When you're using cloud, today organizations are not just using one cloud. You may want to use multiple clouds together due to certain reasons. You don't want to get into a vendor lock-in situation where you just use one single cloud and then tomorrow the cloud provider comes, increases the cost, or something happens. You are into a bottleneck. So therefore, you use a mix of clouds. So as students, when you are trying to design a project, whether you are in your last semester or you're in your third semester or any semester where you are trying to build a project, you need to keep in mind that the project can be deployed on any cloud. Even if it is just about building a simple web application, which is nothing but let's say CSS, HTML, or JavaScript, Node.js, whatever you're using, ensure that you're trying to build and have the components in such a way that today, if I want to deploy it on AWS, I'm able to do that. Tomorrow, if I want to deploy that on AWS, I'm even able to do that without changing my underlying code base. So that is how your thinking strategy should be in terms of creating or building a new application. Moving on, so why cloud computing has been talked about? It's no longer an optional factor. You guys haven't realized, but lately all of us are using cloud computing for another form. So when we say considering the cloud first approach, it can depend on multiple different aspects. One is depending on the business requirements. You can try building your applications or even the projects that you're going to build in your either third year or fourth year. You can build it in modules, build it in pieces, right? So that it becomes easier for you to manage those. One component of your project can be handled independently, where you don't need to modify the other parts of your project. Another thing is less expensive in terms of equipment and maintenance than earlier on-site server options. So now creating or deploying application on cloud is easy. At least for all of you as students, AWS or GCP or Azure offers a free trial, which is a student subscription, which all of you can sign up for. You just need a student identity. For that to sign up for it, you get $100 worth of the Azure credit free of cost to use. So you can actually deploy these applications either on Azure or AWS, leverage the benefits that you get as students. Another thing is affordable upgrade options that enable the business to upgrade as and when necessary. Now think about a situation where you purchase a laptop today to perform certain operations. Where let's say you say, okay, I want to mine a Bitcoin, and then you need a very heavy infrastructure. But after some time, you say, no, I no longer need that infrastructure, right? So that is where rather than purchasing that physical asset, you try to get that infrastructure on the cloud. You need it for 1 month, you only pay the cost for 1 month of that infrastructure. So that is the advantage that you get with the cloud. So that's where when we talk about cloud first digital transformation, The first thing starts with cloud adoption, where you try to shift infrastructure and applications to the cloud. And today, most of the organizations are leveraging cloud rather than building their own infrastructure. They're trying to use the infrastructure provided by Azure or AWS or GCP or Alibaba Cloud or Oracle Cloud or SAP Cloud. Process modernization, so digitizing the process and workflow for the different efficiency and then data-driven decisions. So today, the way data is increasing, you want to utilize big data, you want to utilize advanced analytics capabilities in the cloud. So you also get whole lot of bunch of those functionalities. So cloud is not just about कि I have just got a virtual machine. मुझे एक system मिला, it is not just about that. It is more than that. So it is not just a virtual machine. You create, you get everything. From database to storage to now creating your own chatbot. So how many of you are using ChatGPT? And how many of you want to build your own ChatGPT? Right? So cloud gives you that capability where you can build your own ChatGPT. Where you say, okay, data mera hai. Now I want to ask questions on my data and I want system to respond on that. So that is the capability that cloud is giving you. Without even you having to write the code, you can create your own agents. In the previous session, we were talking about agents. So that is where the agent comes in. Today there are a bunch of different agents available. So you want to take a trip to Goa, but you don't know what all places I should visit. There are agents available online which can create an itinerary for you. Right? So in a very similar fashion, you can create agents for yourself. When you feed in the data, for example, you are a college students. Now, as an institute, you want to create your data. How many students were taking to the admission in the last 4 years? How many of them were all in terms of academics? How many of them were placed in different places? Now, one option is you go and search that data manually. Another option is you feed that data into a LLM model, something like ChatGPT, and then you simply ask the question, tell me how many students were placed in X company. It will give you that data. So you can try doing certain things for your college as part of the project that you're going to create in third or fourth year, which can also be utilized back by the college. So think around those lines. That's going to add more value to yourself as well as college. Talking about future trends and cloud computing, so today we are already leveraging edge computing, quantum computing, and serverless computing. Serverless computing is getting very popular where you don't really need to worry about the underlying infrastructure. Only time you pay the money is for the amount of time the code actually runs on the thing. So let's say you're written a piece of code and that code is running on the cloud. So only when that code will execute, you will be charged to pay for that data. So not sure how many of you have used Lambda in AWS. Anybody? So Lambda is one such service in AWS which gives you the serverless offering. Similarly, in Azure, we have Azure Functions. So let me take you directly to the Azure portal to give you some deep dive of how the Azure portal looks like. What are the different set of services and offerings we have so that you get some real flavor of the cloud. So this is how the Azure portal looks like. For all of you to go to Azure portal or sign up as an student, I will quickly explain you the process. Azure.com. The first thing where you go is Azure.com, and then you get to see something where it says get started with Azure or explore Azure AI. So this get started with Azure is where you can actually go ahead sign up for an Azure. Now you are as a student can sign up for Azure for students, where you don't really need to have a credit card without being a credit card. You can sign up. You just need to validate your student identity, and you get dollar per year free. So let's say if you're studying in college for next 4 years, you can get $100 every year, and you can use these credits even to do things that you create, right? So you get $100 of Azure credit will be the premium services. Just free services that those are basically live in. And you get a whole lot of bunch of these services, right? Which are like a virtual machine, SQL database, blob storage, Cosmos DB. Blob storage is very similar to how you try to leverage the AWS storage, right? DS3. Then you have got Cosmos DB, which is a distributed database. So your website as a student, so try to leverage these things. And this is also going to in turn help you during your placement as well. Today, when the companies come in, they really look out for people, right? So you can sign up for an Azure. So once you sign up for an Azure account, you can go to Azure.com and sign in with a user and password that you have provided by signing up for the Azure. So this is how the first page that you're going to see is this home page. This is where you are going to land. Yeah. This is how the home experience is going to look like, where you can see some of the very popular Azure services on the top, right? Like Azure OpenAI, Azure AI Foundry, resource groups, Microsoft Entra ID, and so on and so forth. Particular resources you would have created very, very recently, all of those resources over here. Then we have got the favorites laid over here, where you can see the like resource groups, app services, function apps, SQL DB, Cosmos DB, virtual machine, and so on and so forth. Now, as I said, the cloud is not just about creating a virtual machine or storing the data. So you can see across different categories, we have got multiple different services. So let's say on the AI and machine learning, I have got AI Foundry, which is a very, very new platform that Azure has given you as part of the generative AI offering. There is AI search, there is computer vision. So when it comes to computer vision, I don't really need to write the entire code of detecting the face and all. It's all already available. I can use this existing piece and create my application to allow a face login. Right? Today in your mobile phones, you have the face login, right? So you can create that kind of thing right into any application that you're trying to create, leveraging the computer vision service. Similarly, this is custom vision, face API. There is language learning where I can do text to speech, speech to text, live captioning. Right? Lot of services available around the language and speech. Then there is Azure ML, Azure AI service, so a whole bunch of different services available there. Then if you go further to analytics, different services around big data, machine learning. On the compute, we have services like virtual machines, creating the app services, which is your web application deployment. Container related services, which is Kubernetes, creating your own container instance and deploying the application as part of the containers. Kubernetes is a very, very popular DevOps tool, I would say, where you can deploy your applications inside one single cluster and create different pods. Then you've got databases. So just like how you install a database on your local machine, be a SQL database or Oracle DB or Postgre, in the same fashion you get that service offering on the cloud. When you don't really need to deploy that database, the database is already available to you. It is given to you in the form of DBAS, database as a service. So when we start moving to the cloud, you eventually see everything is in the form of as a service, right? Database as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, software as a service, right? Now, next is generative AI as a service, and now what's trending is agents as a service, right? So everything is in the form of a service, and they, if you look at it, we don't pay an upfront cost for anything. Everything is eventually turned into a subscription-based model, right? Earlier, we used to pay a one-time cost to get specific things or a software, but today, as an individual, if I want to use any service, I can just try out that service for a month. So that's how the cloud model also works, where you pay for the subscription, pay for the services based on the usage. Is everybody with me? Any questions? So you won't be able to access the data. Data will not be deleted, but then in order to access that data, you will have to continue with your subscription. So 50 GB it is free, you can store that 50 GB, access that 50 GB, but beyond that, if you take subscription, you will store 80 GB, you will take it out where yes, you can use that. So that is available in the form of the compute, where if you look at the app services, right? App service gives you that option where you can either run IS server, or if you go with the choice of the Linux-based underlying machine, it gives you Tomcat and Apache as a mix server. So you have got all the things that you do on-premises available on the cloud. Only thing is, on on-premises, you yourself go ahead and install that Apache Tomcat, right? But here you don't have to do that. That's all taken care by the cloud. Similarly, we have got services around DevOps, some general services like subscription management, cost management, and billing. Then services around identity, like we have Microsoft Entra ID, which was earlier called as Azure Active Directory. Services around integration and Internet of Things, right? Where IoT is very popular thing. So you've got a whole lot of bunch of services around IoT as well. Mixed reality is there, monitoring is there, networking is there, security is there. So that is where we have got different set of offerings available in the cloud. Then this is the dashboard. This dashboard is pretty much customizable that you see on the screen. So if I want to add certain tiles, certain shortcuts to this dashboard, I can actually go ahead and do that. This is something which you can't really do it in AWS, but Azure gives you that flexibility where you can actually go ahead and certain specific tiles, create dashboards, create uh, specific views for yourself. This is where you have the search option where you can search for any resource, any that I would have created here will basically you can see it is showing me services available, marketplace options available, documentations available for the. Now also we have got the Copilot available, so you can use the Copilot within any of the Azure services or Microsoft services and ask the question that you want. This is where we have got the Cloud Shell. So this is an inbuilt browser accessible shell. So whatever today you are doing using code or doing using UI, same things you can do using PowerShell commands or the Linux-based shell commands. Now, giving you a flavor of Copilot. Anybody? So this is again an AI agent which is available. You can use this agent to give us something wrong, and it will basically give you answers corresponding to it. Now this is available as a direct offering for only you. Right? You can just go to copilot.microsoft.com and sign up and start using it. And then there are certain specific pricing options available if you want to use a specific LLM model. Right? It could be ChatGPT 4 or mini or Turbo. Then it is going to ask you to pay for those specific. Now, this same thing is available within Azure as part of the Azure AI Foundry, where I was actually talking about you trying to create in your own assistant. Right? We This is where we have the Azure AI service launching the Azure AI Foundry. You will see the suite of different Azure AI services like one single place. Meanwhile, any questions? Anybody? So this is the Azure AI Foundry Hub. You can create your own project and then start consuming the models. Apart from it, we have got the Azure Open AI. This is the Azure Open AI chat playground, where as I said, you can actually create your own chat agents. Right? So on the chat playground, you can basically create your own deployment, and then you get the option to add in your own data. Right? So once you add in your own data, you can basically start asking the questions to this chatbot, and it will give you the answers based on the data that you have provided. So this is one option where you can actually create your own chatbots or chat agents using the chat playground that OpenAI gives you. Another, generating images. So if you use Copilot, behind the scene it actually uses DALL-E to create the images. DALL-E is a model to create the images. The same thing applies here, where in the images I can go and then basically give a prompt. Let's say if I give a prompt, so I'm giving a prompt, how would Bhopal look 10 years from now? And then it's gonna reimagine that thing and then give you different set of images in terms of how would Bhopal look 10 years from now. It's generating certain images. This is where it's using validating as the underlying model to create this image. It has given certain image which looks like this. Now let me modify prompt a bit. Bhopal city. And as I improve my prompt, you can see now the image it is giving me is a bit different. Right? So it has reimagined the entire city. So likewise, we can actually create different AI images based on the prompt that you. Engineering is also a very, very important thing to learn. If you don't know what prompt to give, it won't give you the right answer. Similarly, there are chat completions. This is a completion playground. You basically again feed in your data, and then it tries to complete your prompt to generate the results. Similarly, there is, so this is something which is in preview. Preview means it is not yet generally available. It's in beta form. So here you can basically create a model to experiment in the playground. Once you create a model, you can basically speak out, and then based on that, it will do a real-time audio generation of what you are speaking in the chat playground. Here is a model catalog where you can see different models which are all available. So when you use ChatGPT, I'm pretty sure most of you might not be using the paid version of the ChatGPT. That is where you get to select the choice of the underlying LLM model based on which it is going to give you the results. Here, if you look at when you're creating your own chat GPT kind of thing, you get to select different models. So GPT 4.5 is in preview. There is O3 mini, which is the chat completion model. There is GPT 4o mini audio preview, which is actually used for the audio generation. So when ChatGPT was initially launched, it was not able to do a lot of things. It was not able to just playing around with the text that you were giving, right? But today, with the newer models that have come in, it can do a whole lot of bunch of things for you, right? From audio generation to creating the images to whatnot. So when you create your own agents, you get to choose these models. And based on these models, your pricing is going to be different because it will charge you for the tokens that is being consumed to create that. Any questions? Similarly, since we're talking about generative AI, you guys have used Gemini, right? Which was earlier Bard. So even that does a very similar thing for you. If I go to Gemini, then I can basically ask specific questions. So let's say if I ask, I'll just ask a question, tell me something about Bansal Institute in and around Bhopal. Right? So you can see it is basically using a 2.0 flash model. So there are again different options available as part of the Gemini Advance. Right? So if you look at 2.0 Flash for your everyday tasks plus gives you more features. Flash Thinking Experimental is built for 20-step reasoning. To go with the go with deep research or go experimental, it will kind of give you the answer in the form of a visual statement. So even if I ask the same question, it will actually do a deep research and actually give you the answer in the form of a research statement. So let's say, let me go ahead and select 1 point, go with deep research, and then we ask the same question. So now you can see it has basically given me the research websites. It has given me the option of more, and now once I click on start research, it will start the research based on the content we have seen earlier. Now this result is going to take time because now we're using a different model, and this is a paid version of Gemini that I'm showing you a demo on. So it is researching different Hindi websites where the information about the Bansal group of institutions is available. And then based on that, it is going to give us the results and generating accordingly. So the first thing that it is doing currently is researching on the website. This is again very unusual for professors who are actually doing research or doing the PhD. Now it is analyzing these results based on these 24 different websites that it found online. analyzing all the results. You look here. Now the report based on the results that it has analyzed. Now it's actually going ahead and creating in the. So that's the power of the LLMs and the generative AI. Right from a very small text generation to a very heavy thing like creating an entire report based on researching on the internet, finding out the websites, finding out the different nuances of where the data is available, and then giving you that data in one single format. That's the power of the generative AI. You all are lucky enough that while you are in college, you're getting access to these tools. Otherwise, during my days, I had to do it all from my end. So now, if you look at now, you can basically ask up any specific follow questions, and if you look at this is the entire information it has produced. So, information of institute in and around Bhopal, when it was established, about the founders, location and branches. So wherever it would have found that word Bansal Institute, and then courses offered at BIST along with the seat distribution, the PG courses that it is offering you, who are all the faculties, right? Infrastructure and facilities. Now, this data might be relevant, some of it might not be relevant. So this is the information which was available already on the internet. Based on that, it has given you the results. So quite a possible case that maybe the faculty that it might be showing you currently may not really be there with the institute, but the data is available somewhere on the internet. Based on that, it is giving you that information. So that is where comes the thing around responsible AI that we learned about in the last session. You can see infrastructure and facilities, reviews and ratings around different websites. So this could be very, very useful in different specific cases, right? Let's say college is looking out to create their product. It can be used there. You as an individual are looking to know about college before you actually take up the admission. This information again can be useful for you. So the data it is getting, the data that's getting generated can be very, very useful with respect to different use cases. So that is the power of the generative AI. The cloud is changing the world, and so we are. You all are very, very new to cloud, so I would say explore this very hot and emerging technology. This is definitely going to be very, very useful for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insight.
Now, I would like to call all the volunteers. I'm calling your name and I request to come over the stage.
Anand Sharma, Atul Singh, Adarsh Kumar Pandey, Prince Rajput, Manu Sharma, Mohit Sahu, Suleiman, Suman Bhaskar, Siddharth, Siddhant, Mohit Tiwari.
Now, I would like to request all the come over the stage for the group totally. I would like to request our team joint secretary sir to present the memento and silver coin to K Rathi sir as a token of appreciation for this outstanding contribution and valuable insights.
Now, I again joint secretary to present the memento and silver coin to Ayush Rathi sir in recognition of his expertise and contribution to the group.
I would like to request Dr. Rajesh Chaudhary sir for the vote of thanks.
Afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? We come to the conclusion of this workshop, and it was indeed an enlightening workshop on Azure AI, generative AI, and cloud computing. It's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee. Thank you. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished experts, Shri K. Rathi sir, Chief Technology Officer, Techtrics Technologies, Mr. Ayush Rathi, Senior Engineering Manager, Walmart Global Tech, for sharing their valuable experience, insights, and expertise with us today. Your knowledge and experience have provided us with a wealth of information and inspiration. We are truly honored to have you here with us. Thank you. And I would like to say that the whole presentation given by these two experts was very informative, interactive, and full of knowledge. It has opened not a single window, many doors for our students to use generative AI in coming future for them. Thank you. I sincerely want to thank our management for providing this opportunity to organize this workshop today. Dr. Sanjay Jain sir, Joint Secretary, Bansal Group of Institutes, for his continuous guidance and mentoring. I would like to thank Director Dr. Damodar Tiwari sir for giving us permission to organize this workshop and guiding us. Thank you, sir. A sincere thank to our organizing team for your meticulous planning and coordination. Your hard work and dedication have ensured the smooth execution of this event, making it a great success. We are also grateful to our participants, these students, for your active engagement and enthusiasm. Your thoughtfulness, questions, and participation have enriched the discussion and made the session more interactive and valuable. Thank you to all the students who have participated. I want to thank all the heads of the departments for their support. Thank you all the student coordinators for their untiring efforts for making these events successful. To the technical support team, thank you for ensuring all the arrangements were in place and that everything ran seamlessly. Your behind the scene efforts are greatly appreciated. A special thanks to our venue staff for providing us with the excellent facilities and support. Your efforts have made everyone feel comfortable and welcome. Lastly, I would like to thank everyone who have contributed to making this workshop a memorable and impactful experience. In conclusion, thank you all once again for your invaluable contribution and participation. Have a great day.
Now it's time for the group photo. I request all the students to please be seated on the seat and all the students to be prepared for this.
You all are requested to please be stand on your place.